It's day 108 of our Bible reading plan, and we're reading Numbers chapter 17, Numbers chapter 18, Song chapter 7, verse 11 to verse 13, Song chapter 8, Matthew chapter 5, verse 17 to verse 32, Romans chapter 3, verse 1 to verse 8, and Psalms chapter 108. We're reading from the Berean Standard Bible, and we start with Numbers chapter 17. And the Lord said to Moses, Speak to the Israelites and take from them 12 staffs, one from the leader of each tribe. Write each man's name on his staff, and write Aaron's name on the staff of Levi, because there must be one staff for the head of each tribe. Place the staffs in the tent of meeting in front of the testimony where I meet with you. The staff belonging to the man I choose will sprout, and I will rid myself of the constant grumbling of the Israelites against you. So Moses spoke to the Israelites, and each of their leaders gave him a staff, one for each of the leaders of their tribes, 12 staffs in all. And Aaron's staff was among them. Then Moses placed the staffs before the Lord in the tent of the testimony. The next day, Moses entered the tent of the testimony and saw that Aaron's staff, representing the house of Levi, had sprouted, put forth buds, blossomed, and produced almonds. Then Moses brought out all the staffs from the Lord's presence to all the Israelites. They saw them, and each man took his own staff. The Lord said to Moses, Put Aaron's staff back in front of the testimony to be kept as a sign for the rebellious, so that you may put an end to their grumbling against me, lest they die. So Moses did as the Lord had commanded him. Then the Israelites declared to Moses, Look, we are perishing, we are lost, we are all lost. Anyone who comes near the tabernacle of the Lord will die. Are we all going to perish? Numbers chapter 18. So the Lord said to Aaron, You and your sons and your father's house must bear the iniquity involving the sanctuary, and you and your sons alone must bear the iniquity involving your priesthood. But bring with you also your brothers from the tribe of Levi, the tribe of your father, that they may join you and assist you and your sons before the tent of the testimony, and they shall attend to your duties and to all the duties of the tent, but they must not come near to the furnishings of the sanctuary or the altar, or both they and you will die. They are to join you and attend to the duties of the tent of meeting, doing all the work at the tent, but no outsider may come near you. And you shall attend to the duties of the sanctuary and of the altar, so that wrath may not fall on the Israelites again. Behold, I myself have selected your fellow Levites from the Israelites as a gift to you, dedicated to the Lord to perform the service for the tent of meeting. But only you and your sons shall attend to your priesthood for everything concerning the altar and what is inside the veil, and you are to perform that service. I am giving you the work of the priesthood as a gift, but any outsider who comes near the sanctuary must be put to death. Then the Lord said to Aaron, Behold, I have put you in charge of my offerings. As for all the sacred offerings of the Israelites, I have given them to you and your sons as a portion and a permanent statute. A portion of the most holy offerings received from the fire will be yours. From all the offerings they rendered to me as most holy offerings, whether grain offerings or sin offerings or guilt offerings, that part belongs to you and your sons. You are to eat it as a most holy offering, and every male may eat it. You shall regard it as holy. And this is yours as well, the offering of their gifts, along with all the wave offerings of the Israelites. I have given this to you and your sons and daughters as a permanent statute. Every ceremonially clean person in your household may eat it. I give you all the freshest olive oil and all the finest new wine and grain that the Israelites give to the Lord as their first fruits. The first fruits of everything in their land that they bring to the Lord will belong to you. Every ceremonially clean person in your household may eat them. Every devoted thing in Israel belongs to you. The firstborn of every womb, whether man or beast, that is offered to the Lord belongs to you. But you must surely redeem every firstborn son and every firstborn male of unclean animals. You are to pay the redemption price for a month-old male according to your valuation, 5 shekels of silver, according to the sanctuary shekel, which is 20 gerahs. But you must not redeem the firstborn of an ox, a sheep, or a goat. They are holy. You are to sprinkle their blood on the altar and burn their fat as an offering made by fire, a pleasing aroma to the Lord. And their meat belongs to you, just as the breast and right thigh of the wave offering belong to you. All the holy offerings that the Israelites present to the Lord, I give to you and to your sons and daughters as a permanent statute. It is a permanent covenant of salt before the Lord for you and your offspring. Then the Lord said to Aaron, you will have no inheritance in their land, nor will you have any portion among them. I am your portion and your inheritance among the Israelites. Behold, I have given to the Levites all the tithes in Israel as an inheritance in return for the work they do, the service of the tent of meeting. No longer may the Israelites come near to the tent of meeting, or they will incur guilt and die. The Levites are to perform the work of the tent of meeting, and they must bear their iniquity. This is a permanent statute for the generations to come. The Levites will not receive an inheritance among the Israelites, for I have given to the Levites as their inheritance the tithe that the Israelites present to the Lord as a contribution. That is why I told them that they would not receive an inheritance among the Israelites. And the Lord instructed Moses, speak to the Levites and tell them, when you receive from the Israelites the tithe that I have given you as your inheritance, you must present part of it as an offering to the Lord, a tithe of the tithe. Your offering will be reckoned to you as grain from the threshing floor or juice from the winepress. So you are to present an offering to the Lord from all the tithes you receive from the Israelites, and from these you are to give the Lord's offering to Aaron the priest. You must present the offering due the Lord from all the best of every gift, the holiest part of it. Therefore say to the Levites, when you have presented the best part, it will be reckoned to you as the produce of the threshing floor or winepress, and you and your households may eat the rest of it anywhere. It is the compensation for your work at the tent of meeting. Once you have presented the best part of it, you will not incur guilt because of it, that you must not defile the sacred offerings of the Israelites, or else you will die. Psalm chapter 7, verse 11 to verse 13. Come, my beloved, let us go to the countryside. Let us spend the night among the wild flowers. Let us go early to the vineyard to see if the vine has budded, if the blossom has opened, if the pomegranates are in bloom. There I will give you my love. The mandrakes send forth a fragrance, and at our door is every delicacy, new as well as old, that I have treasured up for you, my beloved. Song chapter 8. Oh, that you were to me like a brother who nursed at my mother's breast. If I found you outdoors, I would kiss you, and no one would despise me. I would lead you and bring you to the house of my mother who taught me. I would give you spiced wine to drink, the nectar of my pomegranates. His left hand is under my head, and his right arm embraces me. O daughters of Jerusalem, I adjure you, do not arouse or awaken love until the time is right. The friends. Who is this coming up from the wilderness, leaning on her beloved? The bride. I roused you under the apple tree. There your mother conceived you. There she travailed and brought you forth. Set me as a seal over your heart, as a seal upon your arm. For love is as strong as death, its jealousy as unrelenting as Sheol. Its sparks are fiery flames, the fiercest blaze of all. Mighty waters cannot quench love. Rivers cannot sweep it away. If a man were to give all the wealth of his house for love, his offer would be utterly scorned. The friends. We have a little sister, and her breasts are not yet grown. What shall we do for our sister on the day she is spoken for? If she is a wall, we will build a tower of silver to protect her. If she is a door, we will enclose her with panels of cedar. The bride, I am a wall, and my breasts are like towers, so I have become in his eyes like one who brings peace. Solomon had a vineyard in Baal Hamon. He leased it to the tenants. For its fruit, each was to bring 1,000 shekels of silver, but my own vineyard is mine to give. The 1,000 shekels are for you, O Solomon, and 200 are for those who tend its fruit. The bridegroom, you who dwell in the gardens, my companions are listening for your voice. Let me hear it. The bride, come away, my beloved, and be like a gazelle or a young stag on the mountains of spices. Now read Matthew chapter 5, verse 17 to verse 32. Do not think that I have come to abolish the law or the prophets. I have not come to abolish them, but to fulfill them. For I tell you truly, until heaven and earth pass away, not a single jot, not a stroke of a pen will disappear from the law until everything is accomplished. So then, whoever breaks one of the least of these commandments and teaches others to do likewise will be called least in the kingdom of heaven, but whoever practices and teaches them will be called great in the kingdom of heaven. For I tell you that unless your righteousness exceeds that of the scribes and Pharisees, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. You have heard that it was said to the ancients, do not murder, and anyone who murders will be subject to judgment. But I tell you that anyone who is angry with his brother will be subject to judgment. Again, anyone who says to his brother, Raka, will be subject to the Sanhedrin. But anyone who says, you fall, will be subject to the fire of hell. So if you are offering your gift at the altar, and there remember that your brother has something against you, leave your gifts there before the altar. First go and be reconciled to your brother, then come and offer your gift. Reconcile quickly with your adversary while you are still on the way to court. Otherwise, he may hand you over to the judge, and the judge may hand you over to the officer, and you may be thrown into prison. Truly, I tell you, you will not get out until you have paid the last penny. You have heard that it was said, do not commit adultery. But I tell you that anyone who looks at a woman to lust after her has already committed adultery with her in his heart. If your right eye causes you to sin, gouge it out and throw it away. It is better for you to lose one part of your body than for your whole body to be thrown into hell. And if your right hand causes you to sin, cut it off and throw it away. It is better for you to lose one part of your body than for your whole body to depart into hell. It has also been said, whoever divorces his wife must give her a certificate of divorce. But I tell you that anyone who divorces his wife except for sexual immorality brings adultery upon her, and he who marries a divorced woman commits adultery. Now we read Romans chapter 3, verse 1 to verse 8. What then is the advantage of being a Jew, or what is the value of circumcision? Much in every way. First of all, they have been entrusted with the very words of God. What if some did not have faith? Would their lack of faith nullify God's faithfulness? Certainly not. Let God be true and every man a liar, as it is written, so that you may be proved right when you speak and victorious when you judge. But if our unrighteousness highlights the righteousness of God, what shall we say? That God is unjust to inflict his wrath on us? I am speaking in human terms. Certainly not. In that case, how could God judge the world? However, if my falsehood accentuates God's truthfulness to the increase of his glory, why am I still condemned as a sinner? Why not say, as some slanderously claim that we say, let us do evil that good may result? Their condemnation is deserved. Now we're going to read the book of Psalms, chapter 108, which is our last reading for today. My heart is steadfast, O God. I will sing and make music with all my being. Awake, O harp and lyre. I will awaken the dawn. I will praise you, O Lord, among the nations. I will sing your praises among the peoples. For your loving devotion extends beyond the heavens, and your faithfulness reaches to the clouds. Be exalted, O God, above the heavens. May your glory cover all the earth. Respond and save us with your right hand, that your beloved may be delivered. God has spoken from his sanctuary. I will triumph. I will parcel out Shechem and apportion the valley of Succoth. Gilead is mine and Manasseh is mine. Ephraim is my helmet. Judah is my scepter. Moab is my wash basin. Upon Edom I toss my sandal. Over Philistia I shout in triumph. Who will bring me to the fortified city? Who will lead me to Edom? Have you not rejected us, O God? Will you no longer march out, O God, with our armies? Give us aid against the enemy, for the help of man is worthless. With God we will perform with valor, and he will trample our enemies. May the Lord bless the reading and hearing and doing of his word in Jesus' name. Amen.